Hi guys, Samantha from Jessama Tutorials here, and I wanted to show you a little technique that I just came up with. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, so if you guys have any suggestions, please put them in the comments below. But I just found out about it just now when I was playing with my leftovers, and I really wanted to show you guys. So here's basically what it is. It's a bit of a twist on a Natasha bead, but you get this really cool, I want to say pine cone for some reason, but you get this really cool bladed effect. And so here's another one that I did. So I wanted to show you guys that before I forgot about it, because that's just like me to forget something that I come up with. So it's some leftovers that I did from a previous tutorial where I showed you guys how to make these. And so I was playing with the leftovers just now, and I just came up with that technique. I'm not sure if anybody's done it before. If anybody has, please let me know and I will name it whatever that person called it. So you'll just roll your leftovers into a ball, then you will roll it into a log, and I find this works best with leftovers that don't have too much detail in them. So this was a very simple piece of leftover clay. I think that if you did try to use it with more complex designs, it would look a bit too crowded. So that's just what I found out. So if you're going to do it, try it with more of the simple leftovers. And you want this log of leftover clay to be really long. And the more twists you put in it, the more it's going to look like this. So this one I put less twists in, while this one I put more twists in. So those are the two variations. I like this one. So I'm going to put more twists in this one that I'm showing you. So I'll just pop in lots of twists. And the longer the piece, the better. That's really what the technique comes in, how you form this into a thing that you can cut. Okay, so that's long enough. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to place my finger here and I'm going to squish this up against it. And it's almost like I am folding the clay in on itself. So I'm just going to zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. There, so you can see that I'm kind of folding it in on itself. And you'll just continue doing that for the entire length of the sausage, and the more folds the better. And there we are. So there's our piece. Now we want to shape this into a triangle shape. It's kind of in already a triangle shape, but I want to form it into a bit more of a triangle shape. So I'm going to just zoom out a bit. Again, there we go. Okay, so I'm just busy squishing this into a more neat triangle shape. And sorry about my blue fingers, I've been playing around with some leftovers, so here's something else I did with the leftovers. So my fingers are a little bit stained at the moment. But it's fine, I cleaned them off so they're not dirtying my clay. Okay, so you want it to be a fairly tall rectangle. And then just blunt the top a little bit. Then I'm going to bring over my flexible tissue blade. And I'm going to put pressure on each end, so I'm pulling on this end and I'm pulling on this end. And I'm going to slice straight down. Oops. Stuck to the blade. Just peel that away. So there's the one side and there's the other side. And it's going to be unique each time around. And then you want to piece it together just like you would a Natasha bead. And there you are, that's what it looks like. And so depending on what you do, you're going to get. So this one I could have twisted more and then I would have got this pattern, but this one is kind of an in between these two. Now you might be wondering how I got this nice and flat. What I do is I now take that and I press it against my tile just like that. I'll just move this out the way, and I'll bring over my flexible blade again, and I'm going to shave off this top bit. And keep those pieces because they make some interesting pieces. And I'll just continue doing that very carefully until I have a somewhat flat back. There we go. Just need to trim up this area a little bit more. And there we go, that's a nice flat piece. And so that's basically what you do to get this cool effect. And so I do hope that that tutorial was helpful to you. And if it was, please do let me know, as that is always helpful to me. And if you do have a name for this, please do let me know. I would love to hear what your suggestions are, because at the moment my mind's blank. So that will be helpful to me. And as always, I hope to see you in the next tutorial. Bye for now.